All right, ladies and gentlemen, today marks a significant milestone in our journey towards a more sustainable future as we inaugurate the Green Computing Foundation at the DevOps India Summit. Founded by a dedicated group of sustainability practitioners, the Green Computing Foundation is a non-profit organization with a laser-sharp focus on fostering a community that thrives on education, collaboration, and innovation for the betterment of our planet. The Green Computing Foundation envisions a world with a strong belief in harnessing the power of technology for a bigger and brighter future. As a member, you join a community dedicated to reducing the carbon footprint of IT practices through education, collaboration, and innovation. Through this initiative, we all come together as one with a mission to harness the power of technology for a brighter and more sustainable tomorrow. Now, as India proudly holds the title of being the second largest hub of IT practitioners, which I'm sure all of you know, the Green Computing Foundation emerges as a trailblazer, reminding that it's our responsibility to lead the way in practicing and promoting sustainable IT. The GCF initiative invites you to be a part of a community that shares knowledge, best practices, and technologies to come together to foster innovation and a positive change towards a more sustainable future in the world of information technology. So as we launch the Green Computing Foundation at the DevOps India Summit, let us welcome and celebrate this foundation as a beacon of change in the landscape of IT sustainability. Let's all collectively work together towards a common goal for a greener and a more sustainable future in the world of IT practices. So ladies and gentlemen, on that eco-friendly note, it's now time for me, and it's now time for the moment that we have been all eagerly waiting for. Today we are privileged to have our distinguished guest of honor with us, and who's going to join us in some time to officially inaugurate the Green Computing Foundation. So without much further ado, may I please request the presence of, once again, of Mr. Surya Kant, Program Director, Ministry of Electronics and IT Startup Hub, Government of India, to please join us on stage and to do the honors of officially launching the Green Computing Foundation. And thank you, sir, for joining us on stage. Now, as we set the foundation for a sustainable future, I would also like to call upon the leadership team who will guide the Green Computing Foundation in its mission. So everybody, please join me in welcoming Dr. Niladri Chaudhary, the President of the Green Computing Foundation, whose leadership and commitment have been the driving force behind this noble initiative. And now, with a big round of applause, please, can I please welcome on stage the Executive Director of the Green Computing Foundation, Dr. Surbi Prakash, to please join us on stage, whose expertise and dedication has been pivotal in shaping the Foundation's vision. And now let me also invite on stage our advisory board members, Mr. Matt Williams, Mr. Harpreet Singh, and Ms. Payal Nath to please join us on stage and grace the stage as we now launch the Green Computing Foundation. So with that, can I please request Mr. Suryakant to please do the honors and proceed with the Green Computing Foundation launch. As we officially launch the Green Computing Foundation, set yourselves and set your eyes on the screen. As we mentioned, our vision and mission for launching this remarkable initiative. So, on that powerful note, let's make some noise once again, guys, for this historic moment as we embark on a journey towards a more sustainable and resilient future in IT. So before we proceed further, let's turn our attention to the driving force behind the Green Computing Foundation. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Niladri Chaudhary not only brings passion, but also purposed to the forefront of a sustainable journey. Without much further ado, can I please request Dr. Ninadri Chaudhary, the visionary leader, the president of the Green Computing Foundation, to please address us and share his thoughts on the idea behind this noble initiative and why this initiative is so very crucial today. Sir, over to you.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone, and thanks for joining us here. It's really a proud moment for all of us to launch the Green Computing Foundation and having Mr. Surya Kant to be doing the honor of launching it. We were working on the two outcomes, basically resilience and sustainable IT. And we found that a lot of the organizations today are working on sustainability, but they are not looking at the sustainable IT part of it. IT creates quite a lot of non-sustainable things when we do, but IT can also help in improving sustainability. And that's our focus, to see how we can promote the practice of IT in a sustainable manner. And number two, how IT can enable sustainability in business. So with that, we thought of creating this foundation called Green Computing Foundation, and we hope that definitely the people here, the organizations from where you are going to adopt to this, and you are going to be part of this journey as members or corporate members or whatever, and practice the best practices, contribute to the best practices that we are going to formulate here. And with that, thank you everyone for being here.
Ask in the glow of the Green Computing Foundation's official launch, it is now time for us to hear the insights and thoughts of our esteemed guest of honor, Mr. Surya Kant, sir. So, sir, can I please request you to kindly address the audience and share your thoughts with us?
First of all, I would like to congratulate all of you, along with Dr. Niladri and team, for this initiative. So let's have a great round of applause for Green Computing Foundation. You know, I'm coming from Delhi and looking into the current scenario as the problem statement for the India in terms of the sustainability and the environment. I'm sure you all must aware about the pollution and the AQI level we are facing in Delhi. So just imagine the weather for me in Bangalore, coming directly from 500 AQI to below 100 AQI. Generally, when now these days, whenever we want to organize any event in Delhi, the first question comes into the mind: would attendee able to join? And if they are from the outside Delhi, definitely the answer is no. We have seen and we have witnessed that these kind of turnaround are not happening in last 1 month in Delhi. Even though if we will start at 11 a.m. onward, it doesn't matter you are a speaker or the guest of honor of the event, or you are paying 10,000 or 20,000 bucks, you will prefer not to visit to the event just because of the Delhi pollution and the AQI level, right? So thank you so much. I quoted this just because of, we are talking about the sustainability and, recycling, the e-waste management and all those engagement. We are aware about the number of facts that what exactly going across globe, not only for the India, but also at a global level. You all are the great tech minds, and from where I'm coming from, that is Ministry of Electronics and IT, we do have a regular discussion about the sustainability and e-waste management, what else we can do. In India, we have now more than 114,000 registered startups, and more than 25% startups are tech-based. But unfortunately, if you can explore about even the startups who are working for the e-waste management, the count is below 1%. So that's a quite, a different component. Even though if you can try to explore or understand about the sustainability, IT and resilience, what else and what can we do in India or at a global level, the IT giants, those who organize certain research, were not able to find a good number of respondents in their survey. So the management is aware about the sustainability in the IT field, the e-waste management and all those engagement, but things are not happening across. It reminds me another quote that knowledge is power, as similar to that everybody is aware about that e-waste is something which we must need to take care of. But I believe that knowledge is only power until unless it get applied. So what else we can do that if I'm going to talk about the sustainability in IT, you all are going to talk about the sustainability in IT, but no one is doing anything. So this Green Computing Foundation will be one stop, one place which will create a base, a kind of engagement for the future of betterment of the country as well as the global level for the IT field. Right? So to make this planet sustainable, definitely it is necessary to innovate. And when we say about the innovation, it starts with the entrepreneurship, whether it's about the entrepreneurship coming inside from the organization or from the outside. Sustainability IT is something which is a global necessity, and we are aware about the fact that more than 50 million metric ton of e-waste is generated globally every year. So that's a quite huge count, and this count is increasing year by year. This is something which is averaging somewhere around 7 kg of e-waste per capita at a global level. Just imagine the kind of engagement, and that's the worst part is that 89% of companies surveyed recycle less than 10% of IT hardware. Even after asking that senior executive, are they aware about? Less than 50% said that they are aware about, but only 10% are those who are doing something for this sustainability. In terms of the carbon footprint, the enterprise IT will have equivalent carbon footprint of 463 million passenger vehicle driven for 1 year. Just imagine the kind of e-waste we are creating or generating. Government is eager to engage certain activity or the schemes. If you have something, you can approach to the government. We would love to support you, would love to associate you. There are the certain initiatives which government has taken in the recent few years, and I'm sure that 100% of this people in this room are aware about the first and the foremost at the global level about the UPI, and everybody is using this. So which is one of the biggest initiative which government has taken to take care for and talking about the sustainability. Similarly, the government is working for the India Stack, and certain other initiative which I'll also quote about that, starting from the Digital India initiative, that engagement of the Indian citizen through MyGov, which have more than 3.5 crore of the active users. So any kind of initiative, any kind of schemes, you can subscribe, you can register yourself on the MyGov portal. It's a one-stop platform through which you'll get to know about. It will also redirect you to avail any kind of policy benefit or scheme benefit if you belong to any IT company, any startups, or any individual. So the kind of engagement which MyGov is creating, that is not only limited for the citizen engagement, but also for the interministerial engagement. What other ministry is doing and what else can be done. We do run a lot of hackathon to solve different kind of problems, solving the humanity problem statement. Exactly 3 months back on 17th to 19th August, we organized G20 Digital Innovation Alliance in Bangalore itself at Bangalore Palace venue. Under this Digital Innovation Alliance of G20, we invited more than 150 global startups from 29 countries. And all these startups were shortlisted and nominated through their country spoke and through different channel of the engagement. Through India, we have received more than 2,500 applications under the 6 category of health tech, ed tech, fintech, cybersecurity, secure digital infrastructure. So, but again, the problem was similarly there that we haven't received any single application from the startups who are working for the e-waste or the sustainability in IT field. Right. So, this was the biggest gathering of global startup in India as of now for any government engagement. But again, there was no such solution we were able to find out for the sustainability or the IT field. Right. What else can we initiate or we can talk about the sustainability IT, and also the Green Computing Foundation will play a crucial role into this, is the first and foremost that we have seen that green data center is something which is now also in India. When we talk about the consumption or the electricity consumption for the data centers, it says that globally data centers consumed approximately 3% of the global energy. So that's a huge power. And fortunately in India, we have our first green data center now. This is not only the one initiative, the supported initiative, but this is the further on initiative that we can look forward from different IT giants and the startups as well, as they can suggest something which may be related to the subject matters, which may be solving these kind of problem statements. It also reminds me another component where we work for the innovation and technology component, that whenever we want to start something, it generally starts with the two factor. This is what, based on my experience. One is that we generally identify the need market gap, what exactly the market is needing. And another component is that you create a need. It reminds me another example that in the first category, when you try to start something, and this is the biggest problem, when you can ask someone, even if you can ask yourself, I came across also that not only the young mind, but also the people who are becoming veteran, they used to think that I want to start something, but they don't know what to start. So what exactly my idea will be? Today, my idea will be that I am facing the transport issue, pick up cab from Bangalore airport. Let's think about this problem statement. And tomorrow, your problem statement is that there are problem for marriage halls in Bangalore. And the day after, the problem statement again changed, your idea will again change. So you used to find out that what is the problem, what is the need of the era. I want to start, but I don't know what to start, where to start. On the other side of the story, the second part is that you create a gap into the ecosystem. And the biggest example for this is Patanjali, as well as the Reliance Jio. We were happily using 5 GB per month when Reliance Jio was launched, but they offered us free, unlimited data uses. So they created this need for us. Now India is world's largest data consuming country. Also, with this part, we have the cheapest data at a global level. So India is providing the cheapest data at globe. So we have these kind of things engagement also. We have other division called Bhashni, which is creating gap in terms of the interpreter. So it doesn't matter you are talking in Tamil, Kannada, or I'm talking in Bangla or Assamese or Odia. So it's a Bhashni is again initiative by MIT itself. So digitalizing everything, you can download the app as well as. So it's a quick and immediate, I'll talk into my language. Our Honorable Minister used to say, आप हिंदी में बात करो, आप उड़िया में बात करो. We don't need any interpreter. So this is where government is also working and worked. We have more than 60 languages through this Bhashni platform. And the same is being implemented to various government websites as well as the other programs and the initiative also. We are aware about the fact that how UPI goes global, and we have now more than 11 countries which are using UPI. So even in October itself, the transaction crossed through UPI is 11 billion, which is not only used. You'll get surprised that if I can quote, in only 2022 to 2023 financial year, for the overall transactions of banking transaction, the 73% was only through UPI. So this is how we are working. We were talking about this recycled paper, the pen, and each and every component. But there is another component also that what materials we are using in our banking system. So the checkbook and all those things, these are no more exist. I don't remember that last time when us or maybe me myself used the checkbook for any kind of transaction. Even though if it was a government payment, even though if it was a private, or even though our sabji wala or everywhere. So you are digitalizing everything. So again, it will be again a part of sustainability. You'll go across different airports. No one could have imagined that check-in is so easy through DJ Yatra. And that too at the India's 2 to 3 biggest airport, Delhi, Mumbai and Bangalore, the most crowded airport, it will hardly take you maximum 5 minutes through DJ Yatra. We are talking about again this sustainability in IT. You don't need to print your boarding pass and all those things. So where we are right now, you can see. The only problem which we are facing right now that people are not at all aware about the initiative. Mostly about the government. Government used to promote certain initiatives, Startup India, but many of us are not even aware about what exactly Startup India is. Is it the word only itself that Startup India, or is startup something different to a traditional entrepreneur? What exactly it is, and how I can be part of this initiative? How I can avail these kind of facilities or schemes or fund? We have more than 20,000 crores grant schemes through Startup India and different ministries as well as. But the problem is that awareness is not there. Government is doing so many things. We are doing so initiative. So we urge you for any kind of engagement, any kind of initiative, if you have something related to the technology or in the field, you can come to us, you can join us, you can share your proposals, engage with us. But through this Green Computing Foundation, my first and foremost request with all of you is that please engage yourself for this e-recycling engagement. Another source which I can quote here is that when we talk about the e-waste, annually computer devices account for nearly 70% of e-waste. Only computer device I am talking about. On the other hand, only 17% of e-waste are properly recycled. But still, I hope and I wish that through this DevOps Summit and through Green Computing Foundation, once we will complete this event, we will conclude this event, we must be having certain conclusions and the action plan, what exactly we are going to do in terms of the sustainability in IT. Thank you so much. It was indeed a great pleasure to have with you. Thank you.
Well, thank you to you, sir, for sharing your profound insights and adding a layer of depth to the summit. And I must say that the way you started your speech on the AQI levels was something I think we all are proud of. That that Bangalore is actually having very low AQI. So and thank you so much for bringing that to the attention and for highlighting that, and because this obviously it's a great positive news for us in Bangalore, but a little bit of negative news for Delhi. But that's okay. I hope, because I'm from Mumbai, I came from Mumbai, and Mumbai is actually now competing with Delhi in terms of AQI levels. Seriously, I mean, it's been really very bad there. And so I can completely relate to what you said. And when I landed in Bangalore, early morning yesterday morning, I landed at 7 in the morning. It was literally, I can't tell you how happy I felt seeing clear skies. I could see buildings, something which I could not see in Mumbai when I landed last week. So thank you, sir, once again for highlighting that. And with that, can I please invite the founder of the DevOps India Summit, Dr. Niladri Chaudhary, to please join us in honoring our guest of honor, Mr. Surya with a shawl and a token of appreciation on behalf of the entire DOI's team. We express our gratitude, sir, for your invaluable presence at the DevOps India Summit. Thank you so much once again for joining us and for being